All right, the second part of the day 2 notes has to do with the tangent chord rule. So when you look at the picture, remind yourself, the segment that just hits at the one spot, that's your tangent. And then the segment that goes from one end of the circle to the other, that's your chord. So when we talk about a tangent chord rule, we're talking about the angle that's formed between the tangent and the chord. So like as an example, we're talking about this angle right here. Or technically, the angle next to it as well would also be a tangent chord angle. But the easiest way to see this, and I'm going to abbreviate it to tan chord instead of tangent chord, but the tan chord angle is actually the same rule as the inscribed angle. It's going to be equal to half of the arc that it intercepts. So that arc goes from one end of the chord all the way over to the vertex of the angle, literally where the chord and the tangent meet. So I'm going to write it as the arc divided by 2. The other way to think of it is that the arc is going to be equal to 2 times the angle. So you can think of it either way, but the idea is it is the same rule as an inscribed angle, which kind of makes sense because the vertex is on the circle itself, same way it's on the circle for an inscribed angle. So if you want, you can write this again as x and this is 2x if that helps, but that's up to you. So if we do just 2 practice questions down here at the bottom, right? The first one, this is a 62-degree angle, and they're asking you for the measure of arc DE. So arc DE is that arc that goes from where the tangent and the chord intersect all the way to the other end of that chord there. And so that follows the rule perfectly. So all we have to do to get this is we would simply double the angle. So if we do 2 times 62, that's going to give us 124 degrees. So 124 would be the measure of that arc right there. And then for this one here, you are given the arc is 180. So 180 degrees from here to here, which means if I take a look, here's the tangent, here's my chord. So this is a tangent chord angle right there. Since I'm going the other direction, I would take the arc and divide it by 2. And when you divide it by 2, we get 90. So that actually brings on a second rule. And that rule is that if you have a diameter or a radius perpendicular to a tangent line, right? Or if I have a chord, perpendicular to a tangent line, it has to be the diameter. Because think about it. Diameter would cut the circle in half, 180 here, 180 there, right? So it turns out that that guy is the diameter. All right. Feel free to take a look at the notes online to see the last 2. Number 4 is a little bit of a challenge, so good luck with that one. And I'll post the video for tomorrow soon.